勇敢なる大佐のアインシュタイン。
え
I turned around and saw Dr. Leskinen smiling and quickly striding towards me. With his creepy porcelain skin, he grabbed my hand as he got closer. The handshake was incredibly forceful, and his hands were as big as a bear's paws. No, not just his hands. Standing in front of me, he looked even bigger than he had during the lecture. I'm pretty tall, but he was at least a head taller than me.
教授、俺、
Uh-oh. It was all so sudden that I couldn't even think of an introduction. And wait, did he just speak in Japanese?
しかし、私の助手を泣かせてしまったのは見過ごせないね。
Well, at least your Japanese is a bit cleaner than your English.
いや、これは。
違います、教授。私が勝手に。彼は関係ないですから。
Maho and I both denied it as much as we could. But I didn't know why Maho was crying, so I couldn't come up with any excuses. I just started to panic even more.
つまり
クリスです。彼とクリスの話をしていたら、いろいろ感情が溢れてしまって。
クリス？君はクリスの友人？
Chris?
それは。はい。
岡部倫太郎さん、学生だそうです。
Maho introduced me. Dr. Leskinen had a gentle expression on his face as he gave me a slow hug. I felt like I was going to suffocate in his massive arms. Somehow I could tell that it was his way of remembering Kurisu.
そうですか。そういうことなら、魔法。
はい？
ミスター岡部に会わせてあげたらどうかな、彼女を。
まさかアマデウスを。
ここで彼に出会った偶然、その幸運を大切にしたいじゃないか。日本にいる間、彼にテスターになってもらってもいいよ。
本気ですか？部外者なのにそんないきなり。
クリスの友人ならば部外者ではない。そうだろう？
ですが。
What were they talking about? I had no idea, but this was my chance to build a relationship with Dr. Leskinen. I didn't want to blow it.
俺、ぜひお手伝いしたいです。
Nice!
He patted me on the shoulders and smiled. It was an innocent smile, like a child's.
じゃあ、詳細は魔法に聞いて。よろしく。
Another scientist was calling him, so we wandered away. Maho was shaking her head in disbelief.
アマデウスに合わせるとか、テスターとか、一体何の話なんだ？
コンベンションでやったデモンストレーション。アマデウスは私の記憶を使っていたんだけれど、アマデウスのデータとしてもう一人分研究者の記憶が保存してあるのよ。
Another researcher's memories? I wonder who that could be. What did that mean? When I finally figured it out from Dr. Leskinen and Maho's conversation, my heart started pounding.
まさか、あいつ。
そう。
Yep, our janitor.
アマデウスの中にはマキセ・クリスの記憶が保存されているわ。8ヶ月前のクリスだけれどね。
Well, that's certainly interesting. And based upon that, changed episode of the anime, which I did link in the last video, I actually remembered to do that. I think I did it like an hour after the video went up, so, whoops. But it does show Ocarine standing in disbelief in front of a computer screen with Kurisu on it. I think that's like the closing thing. So So I wasn't too surprised about that. Several days passed after the ATF party. 10 minutes from Ibukuro via the express train. And then 10 minutes by bus from a station called Wako City in Saitama. The office I was looking for was on the second floor of a building right next to Riken. Global Brain Science Comprehensive Research Organization Japanese Office Prep Room. That's a long name. That's what the plate on the door said. To get in, you needed 3 types of special keys, plus a security card.
ここは
各国の脳科学研究者が連携をして新しい機構を作る予定なの。私たちの研究所が主導してね。
She led me inside. Oh, but first I had to answer my text message. Whoops. The mysterious Sukatos have last appeared in Akihabara, nya. Oh, I can choose which one I answer with. Ah! This is one of the hidden doors of Akihabara that leads to the truth, nya. If you know not of it, then very well, nya. It saddens me that we cannot journey together, but if my sacrifice shall put an end to this, then I go through the door with gladness, nya. Bear! Okay. I got Maho's number. Let's call some people. No, it still won't let me. Sadness. The office must have been newly rented. Most of the desks were still empty, showing no signs of ever having been used. There wasn't even a whiteboard, which made the room look even more empty. There wasn't a lot of natural light. Maybe the windows were on the north side? The only illumination was from the overhead fluorescent lights. The room felt very cold.
ここはあくまでも準備室だから。
No one was sitting in any of the desks, but 2 of them had stuff on them. One of them was a mess filled with notes, calculators, coffee cups, and supplement bottles. That was the one Maho sat down at. Which meant the one that was neatly organized must belong to Dr. Leskinen, right?
教授は
今日はオフ。
Well, it was Sunday.
君も
ええ。そうじゃなかったら昼過ぎまで寝ていられるわけないでしょ。
That's true. When I'd gone to pick her up from her hotel in Wako City, she'd come out of the room half asleep. This was the day that I was to meet Amadeus Kurisu. Maho had gone over the basics of being a tester on the way here. Essentially, Amadeus needed sample data for conversations, and they were going to give me an environment where I could talk to it any time, 24 hours a day. She didn't give me any details beyond that, though. So, I'll be able to talk to Amadeus Kurisu 24 hours a day, huh?
あいつはクリスのアマデウスはここにいるのか。
ええ。
Maho nodded and gave me a glance.
あいつと呼んだわよね、今。
え、ああ。
私が思っているよりもずっと親しかったのね、あなたたち。
Maybe my silence was an answer in itself. But who cares? I've got a text message. You're gonna have to wait a second. Pulls out phone right in front of her, starts texting someone. Okabe, may I have a moment of your time? Oh, not today sounds super rude. Can't say that to Lukako, not after all of our experiences together. Like having a baby. I forgot about that. Let's see. Is it important? No, it's not that important. Can it wait then? Alright. I'll contact you later. Sorry. No, please, don't worry about it. My Yuri. Double my Yuri. Maho's response was uncharacteristically hesitant.
だとしたら会うのはやめた方がいいかもしれないわよ。
どうしてだ？
相手が親しい人であればあるほどあのシステムは残酷だと思うから。
大丈夫だ。
分かった、もう言わない。その代わり一つ覚えておいて。ロードする記憶はクリスが最後に更新をした3月のデータをベースにしたものよ。
So that's like 3, because I think the game took place in summer, so that's like June or July, right? I can't remember the exact date off the top of my head, but I do know it was summer. So that's about 3 months off from the time that Steins Gate Kurusu was.
だから3月以降、例えば彼女が日本に留学していた時のことを聞いても全く通じない。
That's right, isn't it?
それに3月から今日までの間に私や教授が何度も起動してしまっているから、その度にクリスは、アマデウスの方のクリスね、彼女は元のクリスとは違う記憶を蓄積しているわ。私たちが聞かせた話、ネットで検索した情報、新しく会話を交わした人たち、そういったものをね。
Did she find out she died?
つまりこれから会うのはあなたの友人だったマキセ・クリスではないと。このシステムの問題点の一つなんだけれど、往々にしてこちら側、つまり人間の方が混乱してしまうのよ。まるで本当のクリスと今この瞬間にチャットでもしているような錯覚に陥るから。
So don't get reality and fantasy mixed up, I guess.
共有できていない記憶の齟齬に関してこちらの脳がついていけなくなってしまうのね。
Memories that aren't shared. Now there's a feeling I knew well. Reading Steiner. It was a power only I possessed, which made my memories different than those of the people around me.
案内してくれ。
Maho gave me a slight nod.
こっちよ。
She led me to the back of the room. There was a booth, separated by a thick partition. Excuse me. To get inside the booth, you needed a different card key than the one you used to get into the room, as well as a security code.
ずいぶん厳重なんだな。
今の時代、産業スパイが一番恐ろしいの。
She entered the security code and unlocked the door.
どうぞ。
The room was about 2.5 meters per side. At one end was a white desk, and above it was a PC with a built-in 30-inch screen monitor.
少しだけ後ろに座っていて。
There was a small sofa that let you sit behind the user and see what was happening on the screen. I sat there. Maho powered on the PC and began to type. A second later, the words Amadeus System appeared on screen. I saw her put the ID in. Saliri. Saliri? Saliri. Antonio Salieri. 1750 to 1825. An Italian composer who lived in the same time as Mozart. He was court composer at Venia for many years and trained such famous composers as Beethoven, Schubert, and Liszt. Excuse me for not being super familiar with composer names and how to read them. Salieri and Amadeus, huh? Let's learn about Amadeus. Amadeus is Latin for beloved of God, and the middle name of the Australian composer Mozart. There is also a play and movie about Mozart of the same name. Was there some meaning to that? Well, it's a composer. And, a composer's middle name, I should say. Come to think of it, in the famous movie Amadeus, there's a character who is spiteful and jealous of Mozart's incredible talents, but who, in the bottom of his heart, admired him more than anyone else. More tips. Mozart. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, 1765 to 1791. An Austrian composer, along with Haydn and Beethoven. He's one of the most famous classical composers. He began to write songs at the age of 5 and left us over 600 masterpieces. In the modern era, he's often referred to as a genius, and there are many stories about him. That character's name was Salieri.
パスワードは見ないで。
Maho moved her body to hide her hands. I looked away. She finished logging into the system, and a simple bare command prompt appeared on screen.
準備はいい？
ああ、頼む。
Maho entered several commands at the prompt.
ごめんなさい。ここはちょっと見せられないの。
まあ、俺が見たところでさっぱりだけどな。
You know, I'm looking at that webcam. That is the striking image of a Logitech webcam. Like, that looks exactly like a Logitech webcam.
でも一応ね。
She turned off the monitor. Then she spun around to face me. I suddenly realized I was clenching my fists. How long had I been doing that? My hands were sweaty, and there was a red spot at the base of my thumb where my nail had dug in. Was I more nervous than I realized?
どうしたの？
あ、いや、今になってちょっとおじけづいてきた。
まだ間に合うわよ。今すぐここから出ていけばいいわ。
意地が悪いな。
そう？あなたのこと心配してあげてるのに。
だったらもう少しそれらしい言い方をした方がいい。クリスといい君といい実験大好きっ子は。
For a second, the old joking me was about to come back. I quickly changed the subject.
実験ばかりに明け暮れているやつは可愛げがない。
今の発言は明らかに誹謗中傷ね。侮辱罪で訴えてあげてもいいわ。
やめてくれ、恐ろしい。
いい弁護士を知っているから紹介してあげましょうか。
その前に告訴を取り下げてくれ。
示談に持ち込もうというのならそれ相応の金額は覚悟することね。
後で毒ペンをおごるから。
The abbreviation for a type of carbonated beverage first served in America during the 1800s. At present, it's only available in eastern Japan and some other small areas. It has a very unique taste, and its secret recipe is a combination of over 20 flavors. Not Dr. Pepper, can assure you not that.
安い。
I heard a small sound from the back of her throat. I guess she was laughing. Normally I'd find that irritating, but strangely, coming from the girl in front of me... No, she was a grown woman actually. I didn't. Maho Hiajo was very strong-willed, with the prickliness and short temper unique to scientists. She always seemed to be a little upset about something. But maybe she wasn't that bad. Oh, I see. Maho. She's a lot like Kurisu. When I first met Kurisu, she was like that. Arrogant, rude, never willing to change her mind. Stubborn, hard-headed, and always ready to confront you with raised eyebrows whenever you said something she didn't like. I truly thought I'd never seen a more unlikable woman. But despite my first impression, on the inside she turned out to be a fragile, easily hurt, and so kind, and so lovable.
何がおかしいんです、先輩。
I suddenly heard a girl's voice from the speaker. I found myself jumping off the sofa. I knew this voice. I couldn't forget it. I could never. Maho turned on the monitor. It's Kurisu! The girl I'd never forgotten appeared on the screen. Maybe it was based off her appearance at the brain science lab. Because she was wearing a white lab coat. The PC's camera turned towards me on its own.
先輩、そちらの方は。
Maho was introducing me. But I didn't hear anything she was saying. I simply stared, entranced. I wanted to reach out my hands. I wanted to touch her. She was right there.
岡部倫太郎さん。はじめまして、牧瀬クリスです。どうぞよろしく。
I'd actually seen that intro online, before the game ever came out in English.
さあ、岡部さん、リラックスしてください。
Alright, well, I think that's probably a good spot to stop. I was looking for a spot, and I was contemplating stopping before Kurisu, and I'm glad I didn't. Anyway, we'll pick up here next time. What, did Okabe just, have a fainting attack? Now he's talking to a psychologist. Alright, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll pick up here next time for some more Steins Gate Zero. Bye!